Hello all, how are we? We doing good? I hope we're doing good. Well, welcome back to Virtually Crack the Show. I open digital packs. You may notice that I've trimmed down the beard a bit. It was getting very long. But that's not really relevant to what we're doing today, except for the fact that, wow, you can really tell that I haven't had a haircut in a while, huh? Anyway, Pokemon cards. Yeah. No, that side. I know how mirrors work. Don't even worry about it. We're starting strong today. We're starting real strong. Anyway, we have Aggron. We got a little Meowth. We got a Rowlet. We got a Sandal. Okay, so we're still getting new cards. That's good. And Xurkitree. Alright. Cool. 3 energy, 60 damage, Confuse. Confuse is strong if you're good at coin flips, which I personally am not. That is not a skill that I have. Nor is it really a skill I can cultivate. I'm just unlucky with coin flips in games most of the time. Except for when I'm not. Then it's like perfect. Sometimes 50% of the time it works every time. Funny thing about coin flips. Alright, let's have a look and see what we can do in the rank battles. I should probably go through and do some of the single player fights as well eventually, but I don't feel a need to do that right now. So, probably going to be an off-camera kind of thing. Given that I only ever seem to have like 2 or 3 days to do that on camera. Unless I want these recordings to go for more than an hour, and generally I don't want that to happen. No, not sleepy time. Gerald. So apparently, also, looking online, the Silvally deck appears to be very good. But I don't have the Gladion that make it work. So I'm not going to play that yet, but there's a good chance that we come across it at some point soon. Maybe not right now, but soon. You're going second, that is what we want. Gerald in front is fine. We got Pokeball and Research to try and find EX Gerald. Okay, we're going up against the Steel one. Annoyingly, that is 120 damage for 2 energy, which is a problem. Oof, and they can build it up. That's rough. With a Skarmory as well, okay, unless they have Retreat. They have a Retreat? X-Speed, Leaf, well no, they can't have had Leaf. At least not used it. Okay, Giant Cape is good, but I don't think it's going to be relevant here. Okay, Cosmog is fine, let's draw some cards. Okay, Rare Candy, Giratina. Play out both of them. I guess I want to build up Giratina in the back. I'm not going to use the Giant Cape just yet in case of Iono. It also kind of depends on what Pokemon they build up. Okay, is it Teleport? It is Teleport. Okay. Does mean I have a turn, which is good. I do not see a point in building up the Giratina. I'm gonna put an energy on the Cosmog. I should have put that on the Giratina because then I could have put the energy on little Gary and just swapped in, but oh well. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I can put all of my eggs in one basket for this deck. Kind of. Okay, second Cape. They're really building up the one in the back. I suppose the question's going to be... Okay, yeah, they're going in for chip damage. They don't have a good reason to not go for chip damage here. Okay. I think, honestly, my best bet is... building up the Cosmog again? Yeah. Like, I think regardless I'm going to have problems with Giratina. I'm going to Giant Cape the Giratina EX this turn, though. So, Giovanni Room. No reason to use any of them. Let's just build up the Bellow. And really, we're just kind of hoping to draw Lunala. Not that it's necessary at this point. Okay, they haven't had the Evo yet. Okay, well, there's a second Giratina, which is kind of funny. Like, I'm assuming that they're going to have the thing, like, have the Cyrus. But if they're using Cyrus on a Giratina, I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah. Don't have a reason to use up any of them. Yeah. So, ideal situation here is, I guess they bring out... Oh, they don't have it yet. Okay, ideal situation is we find Sabrina right now. Huh. Okay, that's not a Sabrina. It's also not useful. I mean, I guess I'm just building up this one now. Yeah, what do we got? We got 7 in there. I'm gonna potion up. Just so that I'm not dead to Red or Giovanni. And I can get in basically a free hit. So, yeah, ideally we would have just been able to take out the Cosmo M, but it doesn't look like that one was happening. I wasn't sure whether to use... Like, using the Pokeball does thin the deck a little bit. Makes it more likely. Okay, so they had the Solgaleo in hand, they just hadn't found the Rare Candy or the Cosmo M. Cool. Now, the real question is... Okay, well there's my own Cosmo M. Question is, what do I do about this? Because I haven't found what I want to be doing. I guess I'm using red here. I put the energy on this Giratina. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Because if I pull the Lunala off the top, I can still bring out the Giratina and get 4 energy on it. Yeah. Let's get our 150 in. Unfortunately, they can heal up with Lily to get out of lethal range for Giratina. But if they don't... Okay, they did have healing. Kind of a moot point. Yeah, annoyingly, I don't have a second red to use. I mean, yeah, we go for the Giratina, because free retreats are nice. Okay. Pokeball. To clear out the other basic. We have... literally a 50-50. Literally a 50-50. Actually, it was worse than a 50-50. We would have won if it was just a 50-50. Okay. I guess my play is to retreat to Cosmo M. Put the energy on this Giratina. And take 50 less damage. Oh, that's so rough. Yeah. Oh, that's so rough. Because Giovanni would only have taken me to 80, and now they can heal out of... Okay, I've still got lethal with Giratina plus Giovanni. There we go. Okay. The main thing I was worried about there was them shuffling my hand away. Okay, so Step 1, we retreat. Step 2, we get energy. Step 3, we get energy. Step 4, we Giovanni. And then step 5, 140 damage. There we go. Okay. That took some positioning. Literally the last 2 cards in the deck were Lunala EX and Lunala EX, so kind of the deck's entire strategy. Glad we got there in the end. But hey, we've at least gotten a win, and we're back up above where we started this time. It's a good day. Would like to actually see 2 wins in one day. That'd be nice. I would be on board for that. If I can somehow ride this win streak all the way to the next rank, that'd be impressive, but unlikely. Gorski. Okay. Honestly, I'm just glad they never had a Cyrus. I guess the plan is they just output so much damage that they don't need to care. Okay, well we have Cosmog and we have Rare Candy, and we're going second, so the teleport's kind of nice. Ooh, Infernape, Incineroar, interesting. Okay. I mean, we definitely want to see Baby Giratina, Baby Gerald. That's a big cape. Come on, Baby Gerald. Okay, that's another Cosmog. That's unfortunate. Let's build up the one in the back because we can. And end the turn. I mean, if we get Lunala, then we can just go for it, but that doesn't super help me here. Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's fair. Currently we're dead to the Monferno. Second Rare Candy, love that for me. I mean, yeah, sometimes you just don't draw the Evos and you cry about it, but that's life. So, yeah. Could I keep the Cosmog alive by using the Rare Candy? Not the Rare Candy, the Giant Cape. Yes, until they play Infernape. And they're really searching for Infernape. Or Incineroar, either or. They did not find the Infernape, so I could have stayed alive another turn. But, as long as I just draw Lunala, I can KO the Monferno. And, hopefully continue to win from there. That's not what I was looking for. There are 11 cards left in the deck, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are Pokemon, one of them is Professor's Research, one of them is a Pokeball. So there are 2 other things that would both also be useful. I'm gonna press the teleport button, because I can do that. I mean, I'm going to draw Cosmo and it's not going to be helpful. Okay, there's the Infernape. I am dead. Yeah. Sometimes you just never draw any of the supporting cast, and you lose. Yeah, we just straight up drew nothing there. Cool. Cool. We have the 2 basics that don't actually do anything by themselves. We had the Rare Candies in hand, so Lunala would have been online and dealing 100 damage, but we didn't get there. Yeah. That was rough. That was rough. Well, game 3. Let's see how we go. Let's see if we can drop back to our starting position again. Okay, we have 2 Geralds. I'm going to play out both Geralds because I can. Ooh, Nihilego. Interesting. Okay. Have to assume that we're going to see some Grafai situations here. But I suppose their attack just does poison. If I don't have anything for it, then that's a 70 damage attack, basically. Well, 50 damage if they don't survive, I guess. Oh, it stacks. Oh, it stacks. Oh dear. Okay, well, we've drawn Rare Candy. You know that thing that happened last game where we had exactly 2 basics and then never drew anything else? I'm sensing a theme. I'm just gonna build up the one in the back, because I feel like that's gonna work out better for me in the end. Given that I need to draw anything. Well, not anything. I need to draw Giratina EX or something else that's good. Because yeah, that's 50, and then the poison's going to do 30, and the poison's going to do 30 again. Okay, we've drawn Lunala, which would be great if I had Cosmo. Yeah. I think I'm just going to let them get the KO here. That way I take less total from the poison. Yeah. And then hope we draw a Cosmog. That's kind of my best bet. Never mind, we need to draw a little bit more than that, but at least we might have some basics. Well, Research could be a basics. Okay, Pokeball, Lunala, Research means I've got a pretty good chance of drawing Rare Candy, I think. They just decided to not attack. Bold choice. A bold choice indeed. Okay, so I'm going to get poisoned here. That's going to deal 60 plus another 20, so 80 total. I'm going to go with the Pokeball. 50-50, it's either Cosmog or Giratina EX. Okay, not quite 50-50, but we grabbed the second Cosmog because life is pain. Let's go Research. I was tempted to hold off on that for a turn. Cape useful here. Well, okay, now we get Giratina EX. We have no choice but to get Giratina EX. So let's do that. Then we take out the Nihilego. It's worth healing up. How much do we take here? We take 60. I'm taking 20, then another 60, then another 20. Yeah, okay, we stay alive, so I don't need to Giant Cape just yet. Let's go for 70. Because we get poisoned for attacking, which, given that that's now dead, means we're going to take 20 from the tick damage. I have to assume they send in the Naganadel here. Yep. So we're going to take 60 from the Naganadel attacking, then 20 from the Poison Tick, which will put us down to 20. But then I can just kind of... Oh, wait, no, hang on. I made a tactical error. Yes, I see what I've done now. I kind of needed to draw... Okay, I think what I want to do is Potion, actually, because I'm probably attacking with Giratina this turn. Yeah. I think I kind of have to, which is unfortunate. I need to be able to evolve to Giratina, which is not super likely. Yeah, I think I just got to go for 70 here. If I had got, again, if I'd gotten Lunala, I would win this game basically right now. But I didn't do that. I need specifically one of the two rare candies. that are in the deck. That doesn't matter. 100 is 100. Yep, building up for the next one. Oh, they're just waiting for it? Okay, well, I suppose in good news, I can send out this one and just be able to use the teleport. Or if I happen to draw Cosmo M. Okay, we've drawn a second Giratina EX. Cool. Love that for me. God, this sucks. Am I better off just letting that one... No, they're on 2 points. I can't just let that stay in. Well... Wait, do I want a Giant Cape first? Shouldn't need to. Yeah, we'll teleport out to this one. Man, I really have a 2 in 5 chance. 40%. 40% chance of just drawing Lunala. Which would be alright. Yep, 100's still 100. Though at this point it's 130, so we're kind of all good there. Yep, 60, 20 poison. So I do need to swap out this turn or win. Those are my 2 options. Okay. I come to you once again with a 50-50 chance. Life is pain. Okay. So new plan to not die is I need to retreat and take 50 less damage this turn. 60, 20... I need to Giant Cape in case of Cyrus, which is also pain. Yeah. So good news, we can KO the Naganadel next turn, which will also cure my poison. Guzzlord is a problem. Yeah, we still take 10. And are poisoned, which means we're going down to 70. Oh good, right on time. Alright. Lunala. And that's very annoying. Rare Candy. Lunala. Because fuck you, that's why. Then we chip in for 100. Yeah. Yeah, nothing to do but chip in for 100. I don't even have lilies in this deck. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, poisoned, which means we're taking 20. They're going to send in the Guzzlord, and I really have to hope that they failed the coin flips on the Guzzlord. That's kind of what I have to hope for. Or at least they don't get too many of them. Oh dear, what does that do? I'm dead. What? No, hang on. You gotta tell me what the Lucamine does. Cool, what does it do? Attach 2 random energy from your discard pile. Okay. Well, I now know what the Lucamine does. They've probably had that in hand for a while. And good news, we're back where we started again. Because once again, I didn't draw things that I needed ever until it was too little too late. I hate losing on that kind of a note, if I'm going to be honest, so I'm going to go again. Yeah, it just doesn't feel good. Dying to bad draws. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. Granted, that deck was a particularly bad matchup. But there were so many times I could have drawn something that helped there. Okay, we have Giratina, which even in the absence of everything else, at least that can be dealing 130 damage. It is another dark type deck though, so... Ooh, Darkrai this time. Okay, so it's the Darkrai Arceus deck. Got it. Got it. Okay, draw go. Love that for me. Rare candy is pretty big. Show me Cosmog. Okay, you know what? We're in it. We're in it to win it. Let's research. Because we can. Red and Cosmoem. Okay, we've got backup. Yeah. Just in case they Iono my stuff away, I'm going to put the energy on the Giratina. Yeah. Okay, well they've researched. Second Zubat. Cool. 20 damage. Gotta get the chips in. Learning my lesson from last time, I am going to rare candy the Lunala. You know, I do have Leaf. I can just chip in for 100 right now. Like, I was gonna build up another energy, but it's kind of a two-shot. Like, it would be dead next turn anyway. So let's just hit it. Like, obviously they're hoping to find Arceus and Rare Candy Crobat, which would be, I guess, 50 damage this turn? Well, it depends on whether or not they already had the Arceus and 2 Rare Candies or 2 Crobats. Well, they found the Arceus. Do they have Robert? And do they even try for chip damage? They do not. Which means they are playing the long game. Which I suppose is good. I'm gonna build up the Giratina. Do I potion? I think I hold off on the potion. I don't know. Maybe let's not give them the option to Cyrus in for the win. Yeah. I have no reason to red or Giovanni. I can either red or Giovanni to take out the Arceus. They kind of need to send in the Arceus if they don't have an Evo lined up. Yeah, okay, so now I should be able to get the KO with red Giratina unless they have a cape. They had second Arceus. Okay, they do have cape. There's no real point in playing out my hand there. Okay. Basic Gerald. Love a good basic Gerald. Yeah, I'm gonna go for just the 100 damage, I think. I'm unsure whether using the red or the Giovanni there is a good play. It feels like it could be. Okay, they're out of basics. So they have Darkrai in hand. Not that that matters. They're going to go for 130, maximum of 150 with red. They've conceded. Okay. See what happens when I draw the cards? The deck works. Alright, you know what? We are now ending on more points than we started. I'll take it. That's good enough for me. But I do feel like I am maybe might need to get some new decks, because that Guzzlord seems pretty strong, and I don't have, well actually I don't, have I pulled the Lusamine or the Gladion? I don't think I pulled either of them. which is unfortunate. Yeah, because I want to try out the Type Null deck. Because turns out doing 100 damage every turn is pretty good. Big fan of that. But takes a while to get to. So, let's see what we get in this pack. I mean, we have pulled one of the new Tapu Koko, so I might be able to do something there, but if I can get a second copy of the, what's it called, the Guzzlord, then we can try out the Guzzlord deck. I don't actually know what that deck wants to do, apart from play Guzzlord. I guess it's just pick your favorite dark type and have fun. We got Repel, which switches out of basic. Kartana, which is hyper speed grass damage. Lairon, Rock, and Aggron. Okay, so nothing new in that pack. But we did at least pull one new thing today, so that's cool, I guess. And we can still check the Wonder Pick, so yeah. Let's see what we got in here. Bonus pick, gives us free stuff. Love free stuff. An error has occurred. So that's great. I pulled that at like, was that the 30-minute mark? And therefore that pick was no longer available? No. This still has 59 minutes, unless that's a new bonus pick. Alright, that one worked. Top right. Well, we got a steel type. It was an Alolan Diglett. Cool. Be nice to know what set it was from, but I don't know if we can tell that from here. Oh well. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so I know I haven't pulled Lusamine yet. Let's see. Good Zeraora and Silvally for a third one. Okay, Boswell EX is the current go. Boswell EX, but with less things. Or at least less interesting things. Cephalon, not by itself. Okay, Nihilego plus Celesteela is interesting. Nagandel, no. How many Nagandel have I pulled? I don't remember. I think it's only the one. Maybe I pulled 2 Nagandel and then 1... No, I pulled 1 Nagandel and 2 Poipole. Okay. So this one has Crocodile, which is a 2-diamond and Boswell. This one has a 2-diamond and a 1-diamond and Boswell, so let's do this one. Yeah, that sounds good. What was I doing? Bottom left? Or was it bottom right? Or was it top right? I don't remember. We're going top middle, because I know it wasn't that. Alright. No Boswell, no Blacephalon. But we did get Luxio, which I think is new. So that's cool. Yeah. Alright. Well, I reckon that is going to do it for me for today. Don't really have what we need to build up any of the new decks just yet. I don't even know... Yeah. I don't know what there is that I can make, but... I still need Lusamines, and I still need Gladions to build the Type Null. Well, actually no, not for the Type Null. I need Gladions for Type Null. I need Lusamines if I want to build pretty much any of the Ultra Beast decks. I feel like if you're playing them, you kind of... Maybe you don't need to run. Like, you wouldn't need it for Kartana, for example, but... Yeah, any of them that have more than 2 energy required... Feels like you'd want that. You can only use it once you've gotten points, which I suppose is what makes Kartana good. Anyway, that is going to do it for me for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys tomorrow for more fights and hopefully some cool new cards. So, have a good one. Bye!